How long does it take for me to ride every single thing that is here on the Cedar Point Boardwalk? Well, today we're gonna figure that out. I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited, and let's go. We are here about a half hour into early park entry today. Ooh. Okay, I thought I was gonna go to the Wild Mouse. You know what? Maybe I will. No, you know what? I'm gonna have to wait in that one way or another. Yeah, you know what? I think I will. All right, we are going to hit Wild Mouse right now. It says between a 15 and 20 minute wait. So we're gonna hop on this for early park entry before everyone comes in today and lines get substantially longer. Right now it's a decision between this ride and Gatekeeper. And Gatekeeper is such a high capacity ride that it'll keep really, really low waits for a very long time in the morning. Hopefully get into Gatekeeper before early park entry even has ended.
More information for you shortly. Thank you for your patience.
Well, I got all the way up to the front of the line and then the entire thing went down. Of course, because that ride has never been a good idea from the very beginning. So, it's a great start to this last weekend here at Cedar Point. But while I still have like 10 minutes left or 5 minutes left, I don't have long in early park entry that I've just entirely wasted. I'm going to go get on Gatekeeper instead. So we're going to take advantage at least a little bit of what we can. That is one problem with that ride, is it's down constantly. So, I mean, I guess this is realistic, right? I'm looking forward to that being exactly what we have with Top Thrill 2 next year also. Well, I should have come here first probably, but it's what we've got. And it's not going to be an incredibly long line one way or another, but will still be probably longer than it would have been if I had come here first. All right, here we are. Let's hop on Gatekeeper. That was not a long wait. Looks like that's going to be a 10-minute wait on Gatekeeper. Let's go. All right, Gatekeeper done. Only one thing I got to use, and I'm not waiting in here. He's like, where's my hat? I'm very impatient about amusement parks. And if people are crowding the walkways, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna find a way around them. All right. So now everything has opened here on the Midway, which means we now can ride everything on the Boardwalk area. So we're gonna ride everything we can. I'm gonna keep looking for if someone is on Wild Mouse. As soon as they are, then I can get on it. But until then, I'm gonna ride other things. So let's go. You know, none of these has long lines right now. So right now we're gonna hit Max Air for this very next ride because they're stopping right now. Hit this, get it done, and move on to the next thing. I got off Max Air and saw immediately that Wild Mouse was running. So I'm headed straight to Wild Mouse right now to hopefully capitalize on a decently small wait for it. Doesn't look like it's the smallest I've ever had, but doesn't look like it's the biggest either. That's been a 17-minute wait. Let's go. Just one. All right. We are on our way into Calypso now. Oh man, so many empty seats. It's frustrating. Now, Wild Mouse was only a 15-minute wait, but was it worth 2 15-minute waits and a full breakdown in between? No, it's never been. And I mean, it's somewhat fun. That was a pretty fun one too. It's kind of different. each time on Wild Mouse. So you always have something a little bit different, which is also kind of fun. Is it really worth it? I don't really think so. All right, Calypso done. I'm just keeping my hat in my shirt because I'm not really having to wait. Oh, but I will now. I will have to wait a little bit now, so we'll take it out. From Zombies Bay, go check out that video if you haven't yet. Let's go. They did just end a cycle, so maybe I'll get lucky and get on this one. Looks like I might actually make it. Let's go. All right, and here we are at Scrambler. We just got done with Matterhorn. That was not much of a wait at all, just one rotation. We're gonna hit this right now. One more thing, and then we have bumper cars, and that'll be the end of our list of rides for this area. But we also need to get a meal and a drink, so let's go. No wait here either. All right, cool people. I am surprised this thing is running. But it is running, so we're gonna go at least stand in line for it. I don't know that on this cold, windy day that I want to ride it, and it's not one of my favorites. Max Air, you know, Max Air won me over. It's actually a lot more fun than I was thinking it was at the time when I rode it for every flat ride here at Cedar. When I rode it for every flat ride here at Cedar Point. But this ride is potentially fun, but I don't think it's fun enough to tempt me on this cold day. But we'll watch someone get in line at the very back. I see them going in right now, and that'll be my person. It looks like it'll be one rotation, which isn't terrible to wait for. So we are gonna wait right here. Let's go. Yep, and as you can see, the line is completely emptied. Everyone is coming through now. So I would have easily gotten onto this ride, but I don't want to. All right, cool people. If you haven't yet, please press that like button. But if you haven't pressed that subscribe button yet, what you doing, my guy? You're not quite a cool people yet. So come join the cool people crew and let's go. I think we're gonna need to get out onto the beach today. So I think that's what we're gonna do right now, since I can enter back in at any time anyway, while we wait for Windseeker to make its full rotation. The beach feels so sad as soon as autumn hits. It's just, I want to see people out there hanging and having so much fun, and it just becomes a little bit less lively. All right, and Windseeker's exiting right now, which means it's my turn to go do something new. We are done with that ride. 7-minute wait for Windseeker. Let's go. Now I'm planning my meal for the very last thing that we're doing, meal and a drink. I think I'm gonna get a drink also, because the second I get that meal / drink, whichever one I choose first or second, I can call this challenge done. So we'll see how long it actually takes. We want to be able to see how fast we can get everything done. So eating a full meal isn't one of the things I want to include in that, but getting the meal is. All right, good. There for a second I thought Dodgem had a massive line because, as you can see, Max Air does now have a pretty decent line. But it does not, and I'm okay with this wait, so let's go. Okay, I did forget two things. I forgot the giant wheel and Troika. Now, Troika we're gonna hit right now, but we're going to hit the giant wheel in just a few minutes here, and we're going to hit the giant wheel while we get probably food, because I either need to get food or a drink inside the Grand Pavilion to say that I did it. So we're just gonna use up our time by getting food in there, and then we'll go get a drink after that, and that will complete the challenge. So we'll be using our time wisely, but we'll still be having to hit everything.
Sounds awesome. I'm so glad you had fun. Also, as
Looks like it'll be one rotation. Let's go. All right, Troika. Still scares me. Honestly, that doesn't scare me anymore. Max Air is cool. But Troika, I get off that and my knees are a little bit knocking. It's scary. We are headed to Giant Wheel. Now, two things about this right now. So, first of all, I can't ride Giant Wheel. I'm not allowed to as a single rider. So, first of all, I can't get on it. Secondly, we have a nice warm area in the pavilion that I can go to and I can grab a drink during this time. Or get food during this time. I'll probably end up getting food and then I'll get a warm beverage after that. Now, with these, if I see someone who goes in, I choose them as my avatar and then I wait. Because we want to make sure that we know how long it actually takes to do each ride in each area of this park. So, let's go. And but honestly, this probably is the more boring thing that I've done. Probably shouldn't have waited for this to be the very last thing that I did. Probably should have done this earlier. That's how it goes. I saw Wild Mouse and I thought, oh my word, it's open. And then I went straight to it. So that's what happens. So we just got in line for this ride. And now we're gonna go grab some food. We'll eat it while we watch them get onto the ride and get off of it and be done. But this way then we've used our time as wisely as possible. The lines are very low today, at least right now. I'm surprised about that. I really expected some of the longest lines here today. Let's go. Now they do have people, usually sports teams, often sports teams from colleges or high schools that will come in and they'll help. And that's what it looks like is happening right now. This meal is actually pretty good. The steak is very well seasoned. I did get butter on it this time and that really makes it very good. I like that a lot. The fries are very well seasoned also. Just steak fries. Still very, very good. That being said, it's the day before the end of the season and they're already starting to run out of things. I'm sorry. People are paying $20 a meal here and at several of the other restaurants. There is no excuse at $20 a meal for them to have to do that. Like, if they're running out of things, if they don't have butter, if they don't have things like that, like I went in and asked for a little butter packet and they were like, no, we're running out of a lot of things, sorry. No, there's no excuse now. It's not the guy who served me's fault. He's just a volunteer here right now. Like he's with the sports team volunteering at one of the restaurants. That's not his problem. That's Cedar Point's issue. And Cedar Point needs to fix that kind of thing because at the end of the year, I'm sorry, again, if you're charging people $20, you have all the things that you need to have. If you don't have all the things you need to have, then you don't charge the $20. Then you discount the meal. So, like, if they want to start making it $15 at the end of the year and they're running out of things, then that's more understandable. But it's not understandable. Now, I don't really care for myself. I have the meal plan. I have gotten more than my money's worth out of it. For other people, I definitely care, and it kind of ticks me off. All right, and after that whole meal, I'm still waiting. My avatars are still waiting, so I'm still waiting also. And, we're gonna get on this ride virtually. And my avatars are still not on. This is one of the slowest loading rides ever invented. I kind of low-key hate the giant wheel for that reason, because it is such a slow, incredibly slow ride to get onto. They fill less than half of the cars here on the giant wheel. And I mean, I don't understand the logic behind it at all. I have no idea what the purpose is. Sometimes it's balancing issues, sometimes it's other things. But yeah, like it's just not at all efficient. It is an old ride, and that may be part of the reason why also though. But definitely, I do not like it when I have to ride or when I want to ride giant wheel, because it ends up being such a drain on my day. Wow, my people got a very, very, very short ride out of that also. That is craziness. Not the best ride here at Cedar Point. But we are done now with our challenge. My avatars are beating the pavement, so we are on our way into here to grab a drink. So this is our last stop along the boardwalk, because this is basically the centerpiece of the boardwalk now. This is the piece de resistance, if you will. So let's go. I do love how the giant wheel looks, especially out these windows. It's very iconic. It's not a great ride though. And we're on our way up to the bar. I'm hoping they have a warm drink. I think I saw that advertised, but I don't know if they have it or not. All right, and here's my drink. We've got it. Just Jack and Coke. That's about half Jack Daniels. I'm okay with it. Let's go. Now, I swear I saw some warm drinks advertised in there before during this fall event, but I didn't see any today, so I'm not sure why, but now let's talk about this challenge. So I started this challenge at 10:30 today. That was when I did my initial trying for that horrible thing right there, wild mouse, but was not able to be successful with it. So then I restarted, which then meant I started at 11 o'clock. So one way or another, I either have taken 2 hours and 45 minutes to complete this challenge, or 3 hours and 15 minutes to complete this challenge, depending on whether you go from the restart or you go from the very beginning of our day today. One way or another, I mean, there is quite a bit of stuff to do on this midway, on this area, but I would say that's pretty long. There's a lot to do in this area, but especially this thing right behind me there, the giant wheel. That thing is going to really eat up a lot of your time in trying to do everything here on the boardwalk. So thank you guys so much for hanging out today. If you are not already cool people, then become cool people. Press that subscribe button and let's go. Hey, thanks for watching. I release theme park related videos at least a couple times a week, so press that subscribe button if you made it this far. Also, check out similar videos in the playlist to the right, or find my newest video to the left. Thanks again, and let's go!